Welcome to what I worked on this week, an art vlog. If you follow along, you'll know that I missed last week, and I missed last week because, along with being an artist, I always want to fill the cup, and so I went and met my best friend from fourth grade, and we went and rode motorcycles together. And I took my father-in-law to visit his brother up in Montrose, Colorado. So it was a super fun time, but I didn't do a lot of work. Got back on Sunday and I started, and it was a great week. Actually, I pretty much worked on one piece, and you kind of see it back there. Added a lot of detail. It just had to figure out a lot of things, like adding the dragon and stuff. When you see the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I also prepped a new piece. That's right, that is dark. I have never gone anything like this before, so I'm super excited to give it a shot. Obviously, um, I don't know. Obviously, what? Obviously, it's going to be fun. So come on, let's go check it out. This guy is proving to be a fun little challenge in the sense that everything is kind of flowing this way, and I kind of want it to look a little bit like like a flower, and your rose, a black rose. And you can see I'm working in some of the petals in the designs, even using the backs of the dragons to create other petals. But this here over here, I keep thinking all of it's going this way. Compositionally, is that really a great idea? Yeah, probably not. I don't know. That's the magic of this particular process, is that you don't really control that. It's going to be what it's going to be, and you try to embellish, you try to push it in a direction that you might like, but in the end, the piece speaks to you, and you have some control over it, but it has a lot of control over that as well. So I tried to do this dragon here. Right, I got one here. I tried to do this guy here, and I don't like him. I like him, but it doesn't work. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase it. And what I'm trying to think I'm going to do is maybe create a larger dragon, and maybe that'll balance it out. If not, then I'll punt again and completely get rid of it. But for now, I am just gonna just put in some powdered charcoal over the top of that, and make him go away a little bit. Try to work in some textures in there. But that's the thing. That's why these pieces sometimes why I work on so many at once, is because it's just you just never know. And sometimes they need to just sit. You need to just stare at them until they finally end up talking to you and let you know what they want to do. I'll take that out, blow it off, and then I'll be back, because now I'm just gonna keep experimenting with, gosh, I just saw something as we're sitting there talking. Let's actually go all the way into here. Maybe the dragon's head comes this way, and his head's like coming underneath this big. Look at, you can almost see the dragon now. His head. Oh yeah, look at that. Kinda. He's there. Big. We'll see. It might be too big. We'll find out. but he's coming along. I'm just working on darkening the shadows, adding some more interest in the flower. Just keep adding details, adding darks. So there we go. All right. So this last week, I didn't do a ton of different pieces. I pretty much focused solely on this piece. And you can see where originally I had this dragon kind of going this way. I just really struggled with all the dragons and all the weights kind of come this way, and then this one random one was going this way. So I decided to abandon that idea. And I decided to, I saw these arms that were kind of coming from these dragons here wrapping around, and then it looked like it was almost like a hug. And I really liked that, so I just kind of went with it. So I spent this week really just adding more flower features, more petals around it, working on the arms, lots of detail as far as putting it into the dragons and the horns. And that's just pretty much what I worked on. So just constant, just teeny details. Just the thing that I love to do the most. So I'm really starting to feel like it's looking like a flower. I also decided on some other things for the background, just some lights and darks and textures. So we'll work on that. The other thing I did is I prepped a board that I've never done it like this before, and the dragon you just saw with the color made me think that I'm going to try this. So I really just made it super dark on the outside, obviously, and then I made it so the inside I can go in and paint into this here. So I'm anxious to see what comes out of this. Yeah, I almost need more texture in there because I haven't seen anything quite yet. So if you're just doing this randomly while I'm talking about it, but I'm excited to see where this one goes because it's so dark. So it'll be light here and then this beautiful dark, and then I'll do what I'm going to do with the other dragon one, and that's add finalize the outside with a darker push with the colors when I'm totally finished, because like the other one, I'm going to have on the outside edges, I'll end up having finger marks and hand marks and all that kind of stuff. So just adding this little texture in here, I think, will really help me see who's going to come along and who's going to visit. I'm wiping it off constantly, just because the cleaner the brush, the more it'll actually pull off. So I have videos at the end of this of me doing this piece here and how I got it to this stage, so stick around and watch that. And anyhow, thanks for watching. And remember, stick around because you got to see the final, but I always like to do this as far as just draw. It's the only thing we have. It's the one thing we can do. We can just draw. Guys, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye. This guy, I actually I'm going to do what I did with the color one, but I'm going to do it with black. So I'm getting just a large black. It's the same brand as the other with the color, but it's just straight black. And I'm going to go around the outside edge, and I'm going to scrub it in. Very similar to what I do with the color. I'm really excited because I've been using this other paper that I had these two big boards, and it hasn't been my favorite. It hasn't been Arches. So I'm actually this is actually Arches. I'm getting a chance to get back into using my favorite paper. I'm going to take and I'm going to scrub that in a little bit. To kind of soften up the edges here. Don't like that line. I'm just going to try to go up that a little bit. I like how dark that is. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be super fun to work with. It's gonna make my hands dirty constantly, but oh well. Now I'm gonna go over it with my powder charcoal in this center section. It's gonna be fun. I'm already digging it. And the cool thing about this is, even though I scrubbed it in, because it's Arches, it's a good paper, I can still erase out of it. I can't as easily brush out of it, but I can use my kneaded eraser and I can get it out. So there it is. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to blow it off, and that's going to be the next piece I work on. I even have a frame. I found it. I'll have to show you next time. I found it at I like to go to, not necessarily flea markets, but just thrift stores, things like that. Every once in a great while, you find a great frame, and I found a great frame. So anyhow, talk to you guys in a sec.